Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Julie Oliverius, and today I wanted to take just a quick moment and share some foundation tips with you because let's be honest, foster puppy is here. I also have two dogs. It's a little crazy town around here, and so I don't want to do a big tutorial because I gotta keep an eye on this puppy. So what I wanted to share with you today is a little bit about foundation. So just a couple things to keep in mind when you are looking for a new foundation. First of all, take into consideration your skin type. Skin type can play a part in how that product is going to work with your skin. I always recommend, regardless of your skin type, that you use a primer first and foremost. I prefer to use one that's a clear primer, so I don't have to worry about like any sort of color matching or anything. But primers just help keep the foundation in place. They help smooth out your skin. They help keep it in place and just keep it from creasing and just really help it look very, very nice because it helps fill in the fine lines and wrinkles. That way your foundation goes on really, really smooth, really, really nice. So really, I suggest that for any skin type. I know a lot of people with oily skin think that they have to have a powder foundation, and quite frankly, that's just not true. It's a common misconception. I have oily skin, and I actually prefer to use foundation of sorts that is a dewy finish. So whether it's a cream foundation or a BB cream, just depending on the coverage. Speaking of coverage, that is something else to know. Just because you need more of a full coverage in a few spots does not mean you need full coverage on your entire face. I definitely recommend going with light to medium coverage kind of all over, and then going in on top of the foundation once you see what kind of coverage you get. Go in and then just spot treat with a concealer that's the same shade as your foundation. Because when you try doing the full coverage all over your face, that's when you start running into the cakey problems, the unevenness of it. And most people just don't need full coverage on their entire face. So just spot treat it, put the foundation on, and then spot treat it with concealer on top of the foundation. You'll use a lot less of both products. Some other tips for choosing foundation, if you do have oily skin, choose something, again, a dewy finish is good, or if you want the matte finish, that's fine, but make sure you're moisturizing, because moisturizing actually helps control oil, because when you have oily skin, the reason it's so oily is because your body is trying to make up that moisture that you're lacking, so moisturizing makes a difference. If you have dry skin, stay away from matte finishes. Matte finishes accentuate wrinkles. It accentuates fine lines. It accentuates any dryness on your face, any flaking on your face. And that's one reason exfoliating is so helpful. It helps with all of that. Wrinkles, fine lines, flakiness, dryness. It helps all of that. So exfoliating is very important. Again, really regardless of your skin type, but particularly if you have dry skin, stay away from the matte foundation. I know that many of you do not like hearing that, but the dewy finish is definitely a better look for you. It's going to be a more youthful look because you're going to have that dewy glow to your skin. And dewy coverage, or dewy finish doesn't mean you look oily. It means you look natural. Matte finish is not a natural look. So just keep that in mind, again, based on your skin type and kind of what look you're going for. And then my big tip for color matching. Do not color match to your face or your wrist or the back of your hand. Don't do it, because that's not the color that you should be matching to. You should be matching actually your foundation, whether it's a powder or a cream or liquid or whatever, match it to your neck. The reason for this is, for example, my face is almost always lighter than my neck. If I color match to my face, I will look so washed out because my neck will be darker than my face. So you want to color match to your neck so that you just flow real smooth, top to bottom. And you know what? If you're wearing a tank top or a lower cut shirt, you could even dust some of powder stuff. down here just one continuous flow of the color. It will look amazing. I know I've looked back on pictures before and thought, holy shit, what was I thinking? I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing, okay? That's the truth of it. So, let me get Pearl. Just picked her up last night. And I regularly foster and volunteer and serve on the board for a local no-kill shelter where I live. And some wonderful people actually found her running on the side of the road on, what's today, Tuesday? So on Sunday. They were able to keep her Sunday night and into Monday before they could get her to our rescue last night. So she is actually sleeping in here, but I'm going to wake her up because she needs to go outside. Anyway, Pearl. Okay, let me get her. Pearl, come here, baby. Come here. Oh, you're nice and sleepy, so maybe you'll hold still. Okay, can you say hi to the people? Say hi. She's definitely less than 6 months old. We're not quite sure how old she is, but and most definitely a Beagle mix. Hi, baby. Thank you. Oh, so cute. And she's a good little girl we've had for not quite 24 hours yet, but she's doing so good, aren't you? Look at those big ears. All right, so that is it for today. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and Pearl and I will get back to you, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.